Welcome to Cappadocia. Cappadocia today. All packed and ready to go. Now we've got to go to the airport again.
During this vlog, we realised that the camera actually has a slow motion function which does not record any audio. So some of the clips have been sped up, but there's no audio, so you'll be hearing a few voiceovers from me today. Here I'm just going through a room tour of our room at Adora Cave Suites in the heart of Goreme, Cappadocia. Now Goreme is the main tourist destination of Cappadocia where you can do all of the different touristy activities, ride the ATVs, go up in a hot air balloon. After we checked in, Brendonn was very keen to see the view from the rooftop of our hotel, and here you can see me saying that we got engaged. After Brendonn proposed and I very clearly said yes, we decided to go out and get some celebratory dinner. We always decide to get a few plates and share, and this was our first real dinner time meal in Turkey, as in Istanbul we hadn't had dinner before this. Day 7 of our trip was a very early wake up as we had planned to go on the hot air balloons that Cappadocia is known for. Unfortunately, the Turkish Aviation Authority ruled that the hot air balloons were not allowed to fly every single day that we were in Cappadocia. So unfortunately we did miss the hot air balloons, but we did some other activities to make up for it as well.
We're about to do an ATV tour. Brendonn has accepted me to drive first, so we'll see how that goes and see how long it is before he decides to take over. I've got some cool goggles on and my scarf so I don't have to eat any bugs. Oh, sorry. We are trekking up a hill to go see some of the sights. We've got some mushroom rock formations over here. This is going to be my POV. Back of Brendonn's head for the next however long. Everyone's getting dusted off. Yummas. Food. They're chilies, Brendonn, not asparagus.
Glad I didn't shove that in my mouth and ate it.
Meatballs.
It is day 8 of our trip. Still no balloons this morning. So we're going to go for a walk. And then we'll get some photos later as well, which is nice. We're going on a bit of a trek to go get some photos. Baby puppy. Baby puppy. And big guy. So it's day 8 of our trip. We're having a photo shoot with our lovely photographer, Mustafa, which is just back here taking a few photos of us. So we decided that we would get a few professional photos done just because we're often not taking photos of ourselves. All finished. Hopefully we have some beautiful photos. We're now at a restaurant called Fat Boys, which our photographer actually recommended to us because the owner's wife is an Australian. So we're getting some sausage rolls and we can test how good they are. So consensus on the sausage roll. Super good. We are sticking a sticker in Cappadocia.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's day 9 of our trip. We're still in Cappadocia. Today we're doing a tour around the local area to see a bit of the landscape and learn a little bit of the history. We are now at a place called Pigeon Valley, which is basically caves that were made specifically to house all of the pigeons in the areas. All those little holes that you can see in the caves there are all little pigeonholes. The next part of the tour that we're doing is in an underground cave. We're going through and seeing where people lived in these underground cities. The specific underground cave that we're going into is 8 floors deep. 4 of the floors are available for touristic purposes, so that's what we're going to see today. There's a few tight holes as well for Brendonn to squeeze into. Being 6'4", he gets a bit squished in these caves. So we've got some living rooms that we're walking through at the moment. Lots of stairs and holes. These were the food storage areas for the animals. The living room as well.
We need to look at the ceiling and wall. If only ceiling is black, we can't be sure. It doesn't prove us that it's a kitchen, because if you use wooden torch, if you fire a wooden torch for light, torch can paint the ceiling. And this stone is also used for ceremonies. They were putting a piece of bread and wine onto this stone.
Ah, ventilation.
Ventilation.
Ah. Can you see this guy?
Oh, Jesus.
This is Brendonn's caving technique. The rock that we can see here between this wall and this wall is actually a stone door that rolls to be able to stop people from entering up higher. So you pull a rock out and then the stone wall would fall and lock the door. Brendonn's got multiple cats, as usual. Ooh. Ooh, little Gingy.
Very soft.
But you can see that there's some huts at the top. Everything's sort of built into the stone, so people actually used to live inside this sort of canyon. There's nobody currently sort of actually living full time here though now. You gonna come over? You're too scared? Have some puppies. Hi, boy. Hey, boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, his tail's tiny wagging. I think it's been chopped. Oh, other puppy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We are now at a volcanic crater lake.
I want to give you some information about the traditional Turkish burada. Let's start with this. This is apricot chocolate you can try. This is dry apricot covered dark. You can take this. Different flavors: strawberry, banana, pistachio, chocolate. You can also try this one.
We're at Kayseri Airport. This is probably going to be the end of our Cappadocia vlog because we're going back to Istanbul. We've just got some airport snacks. Brendonn's got a wrap. And we've also got some cookies. See you later.